YouTube, what's going on? If you're new here, my name's Roger. I own a company called QVO Tactical where we make holsters and gear and also film content for this channel. In today's video, we are going to be showing you all our newest product from our sister company, Atibal Illumination, and I'm talking about the Ai-1 light head. Okay, so for those of you not in the loop in regards to who or what Atibal Illumination is, let me break this down for you real quick. I filmed a couple videos using the Atibal X LPVO 1:10 scope from Atibal Sights. As I started working more with Atibal Sights on more projects, the owner Jimmy Labita and I became pretty good friends. We would talk on a consistent basis about gear, the industry, and marketing. This all started back in May of last year. Now flash forward to March of 2021 and Jimmy and I have formed a new company called Atibal Illumination. Our inspiration for the company is the first product, which is the Ai-1 light head. Okay, so story time. One night, Jimmy and I were talking and he made reference to all of the nighttime long-range shooting that I had been doing recently. He then asked me if I'd heard about laser-emitting phosphor technology and began talking about a weapon light that we could manufacture. I actually laughed because I had just been talking to another buddy about this the previous day and how I wanted to get LEP technology into weapon lights, especially for long-range nighttime shooting that I was doing. Now, not to get all philosophical on you guys, but I don't really believe in coincidences. For me to be thinking about a way to have LEP tech used for long range shooting at night and then talking to a friend about it, and then for Jimmy to reach out to me about a weapon light that we could manufacture together using this technology, and on top of that to create a company behind it, well, that just flat out means it's the right move to me. That's my opinion anyway. So after we discussed everything, Jimmy got in touch with manufacturers and started working on getting samples for us. This is where you might remember seeing these posts on my Instagram feed back in December of last year. Jimmy then flew out here to Vegas so we could test everything out together on the range, take some product shots, get the stuff we needed to start forming up our business, our LLC, and also get the website up and going, and now here we are. Okay, with that all out of the way now, let's go over why you might want or need the Ai-1 light head. If you're someone who maybe likes to go hog hunting at night, someone who likes to hike up a mountain and shoot mid to long range at night with your friends, or someone who is in an overwatch position with an apartment or unit and you don't have access to clip-on night vision devices, our light head might be the right fit for you. The Atibal Illumination Ai-1 light head uses LEP technology, which provides a beam of light through use of a laser. This creates an extremely focused beam that has no flooding and provides nearly 200,000 candela. With this type of light source, you're able to get PID or positive identification on your target at mid to long range distances with ease. Now, I did find it difficult to show you guys with cameras how this really looks when using an optic or any type of glass. The scopes I currently run are only 1:6 and 1:10s, so I decided to bring out my binoculars with my iPhone mounted into them. That way I could show you guys all what this really could do and the capabilities of this light head through some glass. Now, my binos are only 12 times magnification, but it still gives you a better understanding of what this light head can do. All right, so I got the guys out here at 100 yards. They're putting up our first target that we're gonna shoot. I'm gonna spot them with the Ai-1 head right now from a handheld. There we go. So at 100 yards, that's what you're seeing with the Ai-1. Hey guys, go ahead and shoot the light back at me. And that's what the Ai-1 head looks like being shot back from 100 yards. Thank you, sir. Now we're gonna go back, now we're gonna head out to 200 yards. All right, so now we got the guys out at 260 yards, setting up the next target for us to shoot. There's the first target right there at the 120 mark, or sorry, the 100 mark. And now we have one at 260. I'm gonna have them drive the truck out further just to see what it looks like through these binos and how the light does at further distances, like we did in the previous range session where we went out to 630. Paul, if you can, shine your light back at me. Paul has another one of our Ai-1 heads on another handheld. That's what it looks like being shined back at you from 260 yards. And then one more time for showing it out here. this is what the truck looks like when I get it lined up here with the handheld from 260. All right, so I got the guys out now. You see that first target there? That's the 100. Then we have the one kind of behind that at 260. And you see those lights now? That is them at 705 yards. Paul, go ahead and shine your light back at me, please. So that's what this light looks like coming from 705 yards away. Have Matt tap the brakes a couple times for me. So that's how far out they are at 705 yards. I'm gonna light them up again. You can see the back of the truck there. It's reflecting off those lights. So yeah, you definitely get some distance with this. And when you start getting into like longer scope setups, maybe like an EOTech 5-25, or some of those like long range precision scopes, this light's definitely gonna help you at those distances, picking up targets. So now we'll do a couple shots with the Ai-1 heads on the ADM rifle and shooting these two targets to kind of show you also what it can do when actually mounted on the gun. All right, so what you guys just watched was actually a recording from the iPhone. You can kind of see our little makeshift setup to look further down range. My LPVO that's set up, my Mark 6 is only 1:6, so I had to bring the binos out just so you guys could kind of see all that footage from earlier. But I kind of want to show you behind the scenes how we were doing that. In addition, if you come up here, Matt, so the screen's black now, but I'm going to shine the light on the first target you put out for me. So that's what we're seeing. We're just going to shoot these for fun, show the Atibal Ai1 Head working off of that new ADM 13.9 that we just got. But yeah, this will be actually the first shot, so we'll use this clip in that video when we do the review as well. But we definitely want to get more footage. We're going to be getting into, like, you guys out there that are doing long range stuff, we'd love to see, you know, if you're rocking like something like a 5-25 or something, you're shooting with this, that'd be definitely cool to see. That previous clip that you guys saw earlier where we came out with my old partner from the police department, we actually went out to this, like you guys watched it, it was at 630 yards. That way you can see what the target looked like down there. But I kind of want to just, I'm doing all this so you can see all of the different points of view using this head with that, you know, gnarly focus beam looking all the way out there, especially those the mountain line right there. So that being said, we're gonna pop off a few rounds here and then finish up the range session. All right guys, so now what you are seeing is Matt recording behind the camera because he's gonna get me shooting the gun here, but also at the same time I have the iPhone recording through the binoculars. Paul, let me know if the light is lighting up the targets.
Absolutely.
Cool, so you guys should see there, it's syncing, we're good to go. And this is so you guys can see just us shooting, and then what it looks like through the binos, downrange on target. Again, we're only at 100 and 260 for this. We did figure out that the scope is not 0 for this, like I said before, but it is a little, you just gotta hold a little left. So we should be able to get some shots on target for you guys. And again, the distances aren't that far, but we just wanna show you the head working on the firearm. So here we go. Get here on target. Now I gotta hold a little left. Here we go. That's the 100. Let's go out to 260 now. So yeah, that's the head working off here. Right now I have it set up with a Reptilia 18650 body, their torch body. The Surefire dual pressure pad, that's the beam coming off there, and then the Ai1 head mounted there. Super low and left. You gotta hold. Nice. And now dead center on the far 260, but like literally like 2 feet left of target.
Okay.
Is that not freaking cool, dude?
You can see everything. That's amazing.
All right, Matt, hop on. All right, Matt's gonna give it a try now. Remember, just a little left of the target, okay? All right. Nice. Go for the 260. That one you're going to want to hold a little more left. All right. Nice. Nice. What do you think?
It's cool. It feels great. I'm actually hitting the shots, so I'm doing good. I like it.
Okay, so what all do you need for the Ai-1 Lighthead to work on your rifle? Well, it runs on 18650 or 18350 batteries, so you'll need one of those with the appropriate body. At the time of this video, we actually just received our sample of 18350 bodies that we're going to be offering on the website, so they're actually live now for pre-order. That way you guys can have those along with the tail cap that we have developed. We will be offering an 18650 length in the near future as well. And since we're on the topic of battery sizes, let's just go over the differences and cross compatibility with the light bodies you most likely already have. With an 18650 battery, you're going to get just under 3 hours of runtime. And with the shorter 18350 battery, you'll get about an hour and a half. Now, if you're already running an 18650 or 18350 light setup, you're in luck. Our head is designed to work with the popular models already on the market. So if you're running an 18650 body from Surefire, like their dual fuel, or the Mod Light 18650/18350 setups, you're gonna be good to go. If you're new to the rechargeable light world, then you can always go with our 18350 body, which works with normal Scout Light style mounts on the market. Just as our head is compatible with other bodies in the market, our light body is also compatible with other tail caps on the market, such as the Surefire UE, which is probably the most popular one out there. This is going to allow you to use their pressure pad like the SR07 or the new mod button, those style switches that have recently come to market. Okay, now I want to go over some of the questions I know that I'm going to get down below in the comments. First off, I want to make sure it's clear to everyone that the purpose behind this light head is long-range precision at night. I run Mod Light and Surefire lights on the majority of my rifles, which are set up for short to medium range distances. I won't be changing out any of those light platforms for this Atibal Illumination Ai-1. What I will be using this light head for are my rifles that are set up for mid to long range precision. You know, the guns that I used to go out on Friday nights and shoot past 300 yards with. We're not trying to compete with other weapon light manufacturers or be the next Surefire or the next Mod Light. Over the last year, while shooting long range at night, I started shooting further and further and realized that I needed a light that would give better PID at range. This is where the idea to bring this product to market came from. All right, guys, so we're out here at one of our shooting spots. If you want to pan over there for me, Matt, that is my old partner Mushi. He's down there with the Atibal Ai1, the head pointing down here. This target is at 335 yards. So as you can see here on the target, at 335 yards, this is the kind of throw that this light is doing at that distance, how much it lights up this target. All right, now we're out past 600 yards, about 630 when we ranged it out. You can see full color, you can see the whole silhouette. It's kind of lighting up this whole area from over 600 yards away. The other question I want to make sure I answer is it made here in the United States? The answer is no, it's not. Components are actually sourced here in the US for the light head and then assembled and completed in China. If that's an issue for you, then this light head probably isn't for you, just as your iPhone, your computer, and other flashlights you probably already own are not for you as well. The last question I want to answer is about the Class 3B laser waiver. As stated before, this light head uses laser emitting phosphor technology, so the waiver is in place to ensure that you, the buyer, do not use this light head in an irresponsible or malicious manner. The waiver has to be filled out and completed in full before your purchase can be completed on our website. Failure to do so will result in your order being canceled or not fulfilled. Now, being a former police officer, I definitely like to reach out to my former brothers in blue to get their input. This has actually led to some of the SPR guys here in Vegas using these lights on both their rifles as well as handheld setups for their spotters. I was really interested to see how the Ai1 light head would do in environments with a lot of artificial ambient light, such as the Las Vegas Strip. I'm happy to say that even with bright lights and large LED screens flooding the area, the 200,000 candela still pushes through all of those photonic barriers and does well at identifying and spotlighting people. As you all know, Las Vegas had an active shooter incident a few years back. This made me think about how useful this light would be in regards to a spotter identifying the window of a hotel by spotlighting it and ensuring that all other officers providing overwatch would be able to also identify where the threat was coming from. I used the Ai1 in handheld form to demonstrate this here. You'll notice it's easy to identify the beam and follow it to a window. Now imagine if the spotters along with the SPR guys were all running this same light head. It would make identifying the threat fast, easy, and efficient. We also have a couple of snipers on a SWAT team in Texas testing out this light head. They originally thought about going the way of using clip-on night vision devices, but realized that there could be potential problems with PID, as you cannot see color through night vision. This could be a problem when trying to identify somebody by the color of their clothing garments. Additionally, the cost of a PVS-30 clip-on device is $5,000 to $12,000, which is pretty costly for a department, especially when you can pick up one of our light heads for around 315 bucks. We also had a police officer reach out to us from South Dakota who is actually using the light head on his patrol rifle as he patrols more of a rural environment, and the areas that he's in, he found the light to be more useful as he tends to deploy the rifle when having to conduct searches in large fields or open areas.
Alright, here's a test of the Atibal Illumination Ai-1 light head. I'm currently about 75 yards away from this large building with a bunch of ambient lighting from the side. So we got some oblique lighting going on, some more oblique lighting coming from over here. I got my car's lights on currently. Okay, so this building right over there, you can barely see it right now. That's a little over 100 yards away from me. Lights it up like it's daylight, no issues whatsoever. I've got a shot put area right over here to the left. It's about 150 or so, 175. Again, lights it up, absolutely zero issues. Cool thing about this is actually an exact position that I found myself in before, trying to identify someone over at that exact shot put area. So obviously with this light, wouldn't have had an issue whatsoever. Most other lights, duty lights, would have caused tons of issues. That tree line right along there, 175 or so. So yeah, this thing's freaking sweet. Absolutely love this light.
Well guys, that is our quick rundown of the new Ai-1 light head from our sister company, Atibal Illumination. I'm happy to say that our first run of 100 light heads already sold out within the first week, and we already have more in production. We appreciate everyone who has been following the Atibal Illumination page on Instagram and showing everyone what this light can really do with all of their posts and pictures. We're pretty stoked to see the man himself, Aaron Cowan from Sage Dynamics, checking out the light as well. We definitely appreciate the content that Aaron puts out, and we're looking forward to hearing his thoughts on the Ai-1 light head. That is going to wrap up this video, guys. If you have any questions, please leave them down below in the comments. If you like the video, please give us a thumbs up down below, as that helps us out a lot. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing because we post new videos every week. If you want to support our content, please check out our Patreon link down below. Patreon members get first access to new content, new gear, special discounts, and giveaways. They are a big reason why we continue to create this content for you all. Thank you for watching, and as always, I will see you in the next video.